Let's stay with the same state for our next story. Visuals we're about to show you on your screens of the Prime Minister at a temple in Telangana. Remember, the Prime Minister is kick-starting his Telangana campaign in particular. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is also campaigning in Telangana today. So both of them are going to be in Telangana. The Prime Minister is, of course, beginning the day with a temple visit. That's followed by public meetings. He's in right now the temple town of Vemulwada from Hyderabad. He arrived there at 9 a.m. And sources are saying that right now what you're seeing on your screens is the Prime Minister participating in a ritual that's unique to this temple. Essentially what happens is devotees go to this temple. This temple has a bull that signifies Nandi and a vehicle for Lord Shiva. Let's just go over to our colleague Payal to understand a little bit more. This is visuals of the Prime Minister coming in from that temple in Karimnagar. He's also with, let's go over to our colleague Payal to understand more. Payal, the fiery BJP candidate, perhaps the senior-most BJP leader in the state, Bandi Sanjay, is also reportedly accompanying the Prime Minister. Can't see him in the visuals right now, but this is what reports are indicating. Just bring us more context.
Well, as far as Bandi Sanjay is concerned, he is going to be the candidate as far as the BJP is concerned from Karimnagar. That is from where he won in 2019 as well. And since then, Bandi Sanjay was a name to reckon with as far as the politics of the BJP in Telangana was really concerned. He also lost the assembly elections where he was fielded a few months ago. Having said that, the BJP kind of understands that this time around, there is a lot of fire in their belly. There is a lot of opportunity for them, given the fact that it is only reduced to a fight between the BJP and the Congress in the state of Telangana with the way in which the DRS is really sunken. So that's something which, of course, the Prime Minister is, extremely, worry about. This is something which the BJP really wants to see happen as well. They want to make deeper inroads as far as Telangana is concerned. We saw the kind of aggressive campaign that the BJP held in the assembly elections, over there. But now with the fact that, KCR's daughter is arrested, Kavita Rao has been arrested, a lot of people have jumped ship from the BRS onto the Congress party, and of course, some leaders also coming onto the BJP. The BJP kind of realizes this is only going to empower the Congress party. That's why the fight is going to become even more harder. And Bandi Sanjay was one of those leaders, for whom the Prime Minister will be canvassing today, who actually brought the BJP onto the map of Telangana. Although G. Kishan Reddy, the president of the party, has been a long time leader from the party, of course, multiple time, elected member of parliament, also from the constituency of Secunderabad. But, Bandi Sanjay was the one who actually made a lot of noise. Remember, Bandi Sanjay rubbed the BRS the wrong way in a multiple number of times. Somebody took out that entire Padayatra that actually made a lot of difference. I remember very clearly, Toya, that in one of the national executive meetings, the Prime Minister spoke about it multiple times as to how he had been such an aggressive leader and a foot soldier on ground as well. But since the last few months, a lot of things have changed. Probably a year or something ago, Bandi Sanjay was asked to step down as the party president. G. Kishan Reddy took over. The BJP not getting the kind of results that they were expecting in Telangana. It actually stood out to be a wave in the favor of Revant Reddy-led Congress party. But, this is a different scene altogether, given the fact that this is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's election. And the BJP will want to make deeper inroads in Telangana because that seems their brightest chance as far as a certain part of the country is really concerned. With the fact that BJP's second oldest organization has been Karnataka. Karnataka is where BJP has been getting seats, but beyond that, there's not much the BJP has been able to do. And currently, the BJP has 4 sitting members of parliament out of the 17 seats. And the BJP is hoping that at least the number will be doubled, by the time the results come out on the 4th of June.
Payal, just tell our audiences a little bit more now about the BJP's growth down south in Telangana. Let me just tell our audiences in terms of seats last time, 2019, Telangana got 4 out of the 17 seats. Telangana and Karnataka are the 2 states in the southern states where they had successfully managed to make a mark. Payal, tell us, it's believed, and this is what reports indicate, Prime Minister Modi's popularity is very high in Telangana, but internal fissures in the BJP, as you were indicating. Tell us more.
Yeah, the internal fissures are kind of over for now, because remember when G. Kishan Reddy was brought in as the state president, he was brought in because a lot of people were unhappy the way in which Bandi Sanjay was leading the charge as well. Bandi Sanjay was one of those war horses who actually took on the entire battle upon himself, and that kind of made a lot of people very uncomfortable around him as well. So the BJP brought in a quick change just before the assembly election, but the assembly election did not turn out to be the way the BJP really expected it to do. And you have to understand that in comparison to Andhra, Telangana also has a lot of urban population, and urban population tend to have done really well, and the BJP probably is hoping that they will be able to make deeper inroads as well. And that's the reason in Telangana this time around you have Madhi Lata taking on the aggressive Asaduddin Owaisi, who's been holding on to his battle ground in Hyderabad for a very long time. The BJP is hoping that they'll be able to do that as well. In 2019 or probably even before that, the BJP was not very strong because they do not have too many leaders. But since then, a lot of water has flown under the bridge. There's been Etala Rajendran, who's been a very, very close aide of the KCR family. He jumped ship to the BJP. There have been several other leaders who've jumped ship from various other political parties and come on to the BJP. For example, a candidate who's being fielded now is Visheshwar Reddy, who probably has been in the Congress and has also been in the BRS as well, so he's also jumped ship as well. That is something that the BJP is hoping that they'll be able to infuse in more leadership. It's going to be a more aggressive party on ground, and also the fact that there's a large Hindi-speaking population also in the state, which is also something that the BJP is hoping that they'll be able to kind of utilize in a big way. There are a lot of non-Telugus, there are a lot of aspirational people who actually are hoping that their condition will really improve, because the Prime Minister has been saying that the BRS and the Congress party are two sides of the same coin, because both of these parties are known to be corrupt parties, and of course the Prime Minister over there also hitting out at Revant Reddy for the kind of politics that his party is really made. Revant Reddy also making a news recently for actually his party having circulated that controversial fake video of Amit Shah. So obviously there's been a lot of angst that is being seen on one front, where Revant Reddy at one point in time said that Modi was like an elder brother, but he then later going on to clarify that was what he said for the development of the state as well. And very interestingly, Revant Reddy, somebody who comes from ABVP, he has his roots back in ABVP, and from there he's come to the Congress party. So obviously, not at stake as far as he's concerned, because he's going to be responsible to see what the fortunes of the Congress party is really going to be. The BRS probably is going to be, probably will not be able to make too much of an impact, given the fact that they seem to be crumbling. The family has been in a lot of trouble with the arrest of Kavita Rao. There's been a lot of lack as far as the campaign is concerned. Of course, the old guard of the party, Mr. KCR, still continues to hold forth and continue to campaign for the party. But it's going to be clearly a battle between the BRS, between the Congress party and the BJP, at least in the upcoming elections on the 13th of May.
Payal, just stay with us. We want to ask you more questions about the BJP's growth in the state of Telangana. Can you tell us, as you were saying a little earlier in the assembly elections, the BJP won 8 seats, and that was actually its highest tally since 2014. But it was also below the expectations of the high command. How did they analyze that loss? What did they think were the core reasons?
Well, the BJP obviously is constantly doing analysis, and that's the reason you have a very, very effective leader like a Sunil Bansal, who's been put in charge of the BJP fortune in Telangana. Remember, Sunil Bansal is one person who knows the organization structure and the organization functioning inside out. He was a very, very instrumental player as far as the BJP's fortune and the improvement. In Uttar Pradesh, for example, in 2017, is concerned. He's an old timer. He's been somebody who understands how these things really work. He's been put in charge over there. Of course, the BJP leveraging itself on the commitment and the work that has been done as far as the BJP-led government in the center is concerned. The Hyderabad Liberation Day, for example, has been a bone of contention between these two sides. And you had the Home Minister come out and really say that this is something which is not going to be, the celebrations will really happen, because the Hyderabad Liberation Day is extremely important. So, that's something which, of course, the BJP fought for. The BJP spoken of the fact that the BRS has been in alliance with the AIML, and they have been catering to a certain vote bank politics, and that's something which BJP will not be allowing to do. So that contest between, Asaduddin Owaisi and Madhavi Lata in terms of the fortunes of the entire fight is concerned, that's also going to be something very interesting to watch out for, at least in these Lok Sabha elections where Telangana goes into vote, because he's said to be somebody who's very spunky and probably is going to make a lot of headlines as well. But will those headlines actually convert into vote? That also remains to be seen, because Asaduddin Owaisi is a very, very old timer. And his father has been a member of parliament from the same region. But the way that the BJP campaign has really gone, Toya, who would have for the Greater Hyderabad municipal election, this kind of effort would be made by the saffron party. So everybody, right from Amit Shah to Bhupendra Yadav to multiple leaders, made the BRS-led government back then very, very uncomfortable, and they were able to make their mark as well. So the fact that there is a lot of polarization that one has witnessed as far as Hyderabad, and in particular as far as Telangana is really concerned, the BJP is really hoping that at least as far as development is really concerned, because there's a lot of urban population in Hyderabad, there is a lot of aspirational population in the capital city of Hyderabad, and that is something